good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let's see who's here. Ron is coming to see you soon. So I guess he must have ducked out. Scott, how you doing? ET. Tommy J, of course. Andy's Travel. Hi, Andy. Dun, dun, dun. Rob, how you doing? Glad you could make it here. Jack Bree, how are you? Okay. So let's see what's new and exciting. Shit. Um, so they ended up. I got a little clip of the. I can show it now, and I can show it later too. It's freaking awesome now in the backyard. Yeah, my beard's a little freaked out. Anyway, it's all concrete now. The around there, and I can dump all the filters right into the deal, and it drains all the way out the front. Here, I'll show it. Hey, Daz, how you doing? Thanks, Rob. Let's see. Let me see if I do this right. I think if I just click on this, it'll go to it. They still have to do the front, which will probably be today. And they finished this, so it's concreted all the way around the pool now. So no more dirt. So that's pretty awesome. Alrighty. So anyway, it is pretty awesome. But it's so nice not having to step in freaking mud and dirt and all that kind of crap. So, and like I said, I'm really weird with my knees and stuff. It doesn't necessarily have to be steep inclines or anything. It just has to be uneven. One leg slightly, and it really screws with my knees. So anyway, it's freaking awesome. Hey, Chris, glad you could make it. I know it's hey, and your better half on the show anyway. Hey, HK. Um, Glad you guys stopped by. I appreciate it. So yeah, so that's good. I think that they're going to do that side that I showed in the beginning there. I think I said front. It's actually the side of the house. Um, and that's going to be a little wider in concrete. I don't know why. I probably ought to. I'd like to leave as much dirt as possible for my wife. She likes to. Roses and any kind of freaking bush or something. Hey Tony, how are you? Whatever 116. How you doing? I don't know if I've seen you before. Glad you could come by. And T Spanky drive no milk. HK Spanky. Um, and Chris. Okay, cool. Scott's putting up everybody's links, which is freaking awesome. I'm gonna do. Let's see. I get the address. I'm gonna put it. Rob. I'm gonna put it in the. Everybody pretty much knows where I'm at anyway. I'm gonna put it in the about section. I'll do that today when I get done with the. I think I said that before. I'll have to write it down so my old ass won't forget it. But I'll put it in the about section on the front page of whatever my YouTube page. I'll put it there. I appreciate that, by the way. 30C in Brisbane. I don't know what it is here. I can tell you. Let me bring you up to date on everything. Let's see. Where are we? It's 22 degrees here. Supposed to be a high. Oh, 23. It just switched. It's starting to warm up. It's kind of doing this here in Surin. Supposed to get up to 30 today. And then like around 27, and then 30, then 32. It looks like a high for the whole week. So starting to warm up a little bit, not too much. And then my next information channel here is what is gold and the bot doing, at least against the dollar. I can't tell about people there. Seems like it's about the same. Almost 30,000. 29,940 on gold and 32.7. So it dropped another little point I think it was 32.8 yesterday. So kind of a bummer, but good. I guess good for the Thai people. I don't know. I'm horrible. I just know I want to have gold and keep that. My wife likes to have Thai people in general. I found that's their backup plan is to have gold, and when times get tough, which it did during the virus, um, they sell it. They're their own banks. Let's see. Hey Daniel, how you doing? Have you ridden the inside? Have you ridden? Yeah, I don't see too many in here anymore. Um, I don't know why, but I have that termite and bug thing that they come every 4 months, and they underneath my house it has the mister system, I call it, and they plug into that. And I bought a 3-year plan with that. I know Joe, Foreigner Joe and Gift, their house, they call them and they come down and they sink something in the ground and they spray for them, like if they say they're getting a lot of bugs or whatever. Mine is a permanent deal there. It sprays everything. I don't know which is better. Couldn't tell you, but I'd have to say maybe it works, Daniel. I mean, I haven't seen any ants like I did in the rental houses, which is fairly common as far as I know here in Thailand. How do you attack mold and mildew with the heat and humidity and bleach? Mainly, mine is I run my air conditioners all the time, so I'm sucking humidity out of the air constantly, but it's not very economical. Um, I don't know what they do mostly. It seems like it's not too bad right now this time of year, at least here in Surin. When it's hot, I don't really run my mother-in-law and them. They don't run the air conditioners up front or anything, but when it gets hot, this one in the bedroom will be blaring 24/7. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen any here. It's been a year now as I'm looking, and I don't see any. So let's hope it don't. Hey, gorgeous. Good morning to you. I see. Did I see Fa? I thought I saw Fa. How you doing, Fa? Glad you could stop by. I appreciate it. Um, what is this from My Bird Farm? How you doing? Good to see you. Glad you people are making. I'm glad seeing new names and everything. That's awesome. Or new names to me. I'm getting old, so I guess that's one good thing about it, right? You forget. So, oh, good, a new person. But it is awesome. I'm glad that people are coming in and saying it looks like knows HK. So maybe from that Filipina genre. Is that what you say? Is that how you say it? Hey Douglas, how you doing? Glad you could come by. Uh, let's see. And Scott's dropping links, which is awesome. You do a fine job, by the way. In case I don't mention it enough, Scott, you're you're the man. To get on that subject real quick, and then hopefully it'll go away. In the last live stream, I guess we had some kind of problems. I went back in and tried to look at everything, and to tell you the truth, I didn't see anything per se to me anyway that would bother me. You can talk to me about anything pretty much. Everybody knows, and they've mentioned it, and even I saw in the last deal that they respect and everything. And I know y'all did. I think it was a big misunderstanding. And I want everybody to do me a giant favor and treat it as that, and let's go on. And I think it was a misunderstanding of some sort, and I hope that it's resolved, and I hope that you'll honor my wishes and give me this one-time deal to let bygones be bygones and go. And just to refresh everybody's mind, I really don't want to talk about politics, race, religion. We do touch on it occasionally, and I will talk about at least the religion, and I don't think there's anything to talk about on race, but the religion and the politics to a certain extent, and unless somebody comes in and goes, you need to be a Republican, you need to be a Democrat, no, I ain't dealing with that. I don't want to be bothered. I'm retired in Thailand. So anyway, better off not talking about it. I hope you guys appreciate what I said, and we can move on. So anyway, now that we have more, hey Mama Bear, how you doing? Saying hi to everybody. I'm going to show the house again real quick. They still have to do the front. I can shut that off. That's the side of the house. But it's all the way around the pool. I just didn't want to get down there and walk around. The concrete's still a teeny bit wet, but all my drains and everything, man, I flushed all my filters out, and now I don't have to worry about causing any kind of a river of mud going down there. And then when we put the building in, I was worried about any kind of flooding. My wife wanted me to build the thing up, yay high, and I'm going, man, that's a lot of work and money. So was the drainage. I don't know. I should put a price together on that too. People are probably gonna want to know, but it's awesome. I mean, I'm glad that I went that way. The builder wanted to do something else, and I didn't like it, and I told him I'll take care of it down the road. So it's called travel. That's a good attitude. Thank you, Andy. And like I said, guys, I really appreciate that deal. I think it was, and I didn't see nothing. I did leave a message for a couple of people, and I'll talk to them personally if they want to. If not, hopefully everybody will just move with it. We can talk about food. Yeah, I can dig on that. LAX, my next trip, have 4-hour layover. Enough time to run to an In-N-Out. It's really weird. I never got that, In-N-Out's like the best thing. I got to have one. But boy, my niece that we raised, she lives in Colorado, which I think they just got them, but they didn't have them. And she would travel, her and her husband and the kids would travel back to California quite regularly. And the first place that they would hit was they would put their trip there to hit the first In-N-Out burger, and that was their jonesing. So they would jones in Colorado for months and months, and then they would hit it. And they go through Vegas, and they like to gamble too, so they'd have fun. But yeah, we talk. Like I said, man, you guys know I'm pretty open to anything. So yeah, it's getting to the point where now I've kind of estimated their body weight and water temperature, and to get maximum growth out of them and make sure they're healthy as possible. They're getting about twice of what I was feeding them. So now I've kind of weighed it out in a liter Coke bottle that I cut off and made a mark on it and fill that up. And I don't feed them just like twice. I feed them like 5-6 times during the day. Just take a handful, and it's better for them. But yeah, they're loving life. Although I did see a couple of them flashing. I'm gonna pull one of the fish when my wife gets home tonight and scrape and look under the microscope. I think they've got some kind of a bug they're not happy with. They're jumping more than they should. Occasionally it's okay, but they're jumping like they're trying to knock something off of them. They do that flashing on the sides and the bottom to scrape the whatever's on them, flukes or whatever bugs are on them. Hey Paul, how you doing? Redecorated my inside. The moment paint isn't cheap. Is it? I didn't. When did we buy paint? I think we bought paint the last time was when we painted the outside of the Thai kitchen, but otherwise the builder had bought it. But I think good paint is expensive. I think you're right. If I missed something, guys, put it back up as because I know I probably missed people and when I was rambling about that thing. So cool. Okay. All right, I'm caught up. See, that wasn't now I can drink my coffee. I want to get to my soda water. I'm thirsty. Well, I had a really good time on the last stream with Chuck. That was freaking awesome. I was gonna try to make it. He had kind of we had talked when I was there the last time for that dinner cruise and all that. Me and about golfing. I don't know. I look a little too low. How's that? That's better. Um, and I wanted to. I haven't done it in 20 years, and I really used to enjoy it. And then he said on when we did that live stream a couple of days ago that on Tuesday he was going to go golfing, which he's probably golfing right now, listening to this. I hope. Anyway, um, I had to go to the doctor yesterday, and you know I keep you guys apprised on everything in my life, and you know that my wife had, so I had to have something cut out. You know, it's been probably 5-6 months now, and everything was great. And this was her, I think, 3 or 4 month checkup. The doctor wanted her to come back and gave her a pass with flying colors. Could come back in 4 months. They'll check her again, and then after that, it'll be once a year. And I would advise any woman out there. She actually caught this precancerous, whatever it was, in her uterus, I guess. Whatever that is. Is that a uterus? I think it is. Because her friend told her to go get checked out. Breast cancer too, and we have quite a few women that watch us. If you haven't been checked, what's it called, a mammogram? Somebody can say I'm wrong or whatever, but I think it is. You need to do that. And my wife hasn't done that part of it yet either. I think she was a little bit scared because of this, because now she's big breath yesterday. So anyway, I would have left yesterday to go down there if I was going to be able to go. So I will try to make it. I enjoy Chuck and Paige and his family. I enjoy their company, and they're very family friendly. They're just good people. I don't know how else to say it. Good people. Did I miss something? 1,800 baht for a 9-liter tub. 9-liter. Yeah, that does sound a little expensive, doesn't it? Let's see. So 45. Hey, how you doing? Big guy 45's glad you could make it. If you guys aren't subscribed, I'm going to learn how to. I have to have Chris or somebody teach me how to put that Nightbot thing in there. Not to advertise this channel or whatever, but to advertise everybody else's, although Scott does it really well. But I think you can, with that thing in there, I've noticed on some of the ones that I go on, the gals in the Philippines, you put in like 2 letters or something, and it brings up your own channel. And although Scott's on here every time and he does it, so maybe I don't need a Nightbot. You guys let me know. But I don't know. I thought it would be kind of neat. Yeah, I think paint's expensive everywhere. If you get good stuff, you can get cheap stuff. But I found out in the past with the cheap crap, you end up having to put 15 coats over something that you would maybe have to put 2. And so where does the savings come in? And the stuff don't last either. And here in Thailand, if you don't use a good paint, especially on both inside and out, you're going to be painting every year. Expat Paul, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I was happily surprised to learn medical services there. Our first class. I'm telling you, man, that I was in intensive care for 2 months, so I'm firsthand letting you know that I couldn't. And I had this one that passed. I was in the leukemia cancer part of Stanford University, which is the best in the world for that particular cancer. And the care that my wife got was superior. And I'd put the care I got right next to it. They are outstanding here, Tony, outstanding. And my doctor is both in the private hospital and in the government hospital. So when you go to the government hospital and people might say or talk down about it or whatever, they're going to get my heart doctor if they've got a heart problem, and they go to the government hospital. So the only thing that they told my wife about the government hospital is if you can't find his family and get money sooner or later, and they would have, like I said, they treated me as good, if not better, than any of the Thai people in there. And they said, we will have to transfer him to the government hospital, and he will die on the way there, because what they said is the government hospital will send their ambulance over. And he said the nurse told her the oxygen that he needs with that tube down his throat is really bad in the government ambulances, and he'll die on the way, which freaked my wife out, of course. Thank God for, everybody talks bad about Facebook, but if it wouldn't have been Facebook, maybe I would have been dead, because she remembered the code on my phone, on the iPhone 7, and that I think I told you guys before, she had used it to do some voice things that, thanks for calling, TOT, press 1 to whatever. She's the voice when you hear it on there. And she needed 2 phones to do that. So she remembered the code. And then when she get on there, she went onto Facebook and said, help, help. And she got help. So you can say what you want about Facebook, but I guess in certain instances, some things are good, right? What did I miss? Thanks, folks. What did Big Guy say? Thanks, ET and Tony. Hopefully the numbers stay. Okay, what did I miss? Bummer. 36 more to 1K. Oh, really? Okay. To get to 1,000 subs. Yeah, guys, subscribe if you're not subscribed to Big Guys 45. And I saw something. There was a couple questions as I was strolling. Rob had one. I lost being a member to your channel. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that either. You had written me, I think, about that. Google, YouTube, I don't know. They're weird sometimes. I don't know why. I really don't. I can send them an email, but it's like a joke. I'll never hear anything, but I will try, Rob, because that's bull. And that's the one that I really care about, is the members deal, because like I said, let me look and see, because we're still, like I said, kid's gonna get his 1,000 baht regardless of what happens with the memberships. But the membership is what I kind of gauge going to him. And yeah, 29.85. So right there, 33 total members, up 14. Because I don't know, I guess it goes up and down. I'm not too familiar with it. The ones I get, I must say, just do it forever, because these ones, it seems like people have to keep resubscribing. They don't every month. I don't know, which doesn't matter to me, unless you can't subscribe. Then that kind of sucks. But I tell my wife she can do anything that she wants to. Well, she decided to, with the other money, and we're averaging over 100 on super chats and PayPals and everything. But in case you don't know, each month you have to go over 100 before Google will say it's not worth our while to give you the money until you get over 100. So if it takes 2 months, they won't send it. If you're at $98, they won't send it until the next month. But recently it's been over 100, 102, 112, and I'm open about that. It goes to my wife, so I don't know if they're going to 1099 me. I don't know, but it's awesome. But she makes sure that the kid gets the 1,000 baht each month. When today? I don't know if I've heard from him today. Why? What happened? Something happened? Thank God. Yeah. I mean, people talk badly about it, and I don't know. Like I said, I can go on Facebook for 10 minutes and find out my kids, every person in my family, their kids, whether they broke a finger, they twisted their ankle, whatever. In 10 minutes, I'm up to date on everything that's happening around the world. I've got a lot of family in Australia, on the East Coast, the West Coast of the U.S., all over. So, yeah, I got no problem. MySpace I've heard of, but I've never. I don't know. I might have been, and I probably still am, because my wife had me on all of them. I didn't know. I got people joining me on what is the one? God, I forget the name of the little square thing that's like, I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of popular. Everybody's on it. That join all the time. I don't know. I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to post anything. Although, if anybody knows how to go on Twitch, I've had it up there for a long time, but this thing is saying that I am live on Twitch right now, but I don't know how to do that. If somebody knows how to go on to Twitch, see if I'm live there. A long time ago, I pressed the wrong button, and now all of a sudden, when I go on StreamYard, they're both up there, and when I pre-program them, they're both there. I'd have the option of picking them, but I pick them both anyway. But then when I go on Twitch, it says that I have no content there. So I made a couple of changes there, and it seems different on here, showing that it's live now. So I don't know. If somebody knows how to do that, I'd appreciate it. ET might know. You know how to go to Twitch, ET? Just have not seen your image in a couple of streams. I'm trying to think of when I saw him last. I think he was on Sunday. He was on, well, in this stream, I don't know. I haven't seen him. I've seen him on Tom's, I think, Sunday night. What's today? Tuesdays. So a couple of days ago. But I think he's been with the kids and stuff. He's got a bunch of crap going on, I think. But you are right. I haven't seen him on here in the last couple of streams. And Chris, do you know how to do that Nightbot thing? I think you do. If not, I think HK does. My ear's itching. I hate when that happens. Oh, man. Okay. All right, I'm going to finish my coffee so I can drink my water. My shot glass. Take a big drink. Thank you. I just think $1.99 to be a member of the channel is cheap. Less than a cup of coffee. Yeah, and like I said, it goes to the kids, so, or whoever my wife wants to do it. They say I can't say where it goes, so I've heard. I don't know, but she has an absolute ball with it. She gets all that goes into that AdSense thing, and that comes from members and from the super chat thing. Let's see if I'm going up. What did I miss? Hey Gary, how you doing? Sorry, I'm behind on stuff. Saying hi to Andy. Let's see what's happening, Gary. I'm just a dumb engineer. I let it see. Yeah, I think they all know it really well. I mean, I've seen it. That was the first place that I saw it was on their channel, and then I saw Bobby. Bobby got it on his channel, or their channel, Bobby and Jai. Time to get going, and they're back now. I think they're probably sleeping, but they're back in the States, which has got to be a bummer, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I saw that too on his new one, on one of the lives or something I saw, and I think that's fairly new, right, Scott? The last week or so. Hey, Robert Mack, where are you? Are you still here? Or are you gone too? Everybody's leaving Thailand and Vietnam, but you were in Vietnam. But I think you're going back shortly if you're not already have already gone back. Ron John, I really want to have a beer one day. You're great. Yeah. And I don't know what, he was the first one in here, and then he said, I'll see you later. So he must have to go do something. Maybe he plans on popping back in. Bobby and Brock are both. That's right, huh? Brock, I haven't seen in a while, but I don't blame him. I mean, he was on vacation here. I imagine now that he's back in Australia, he'll probably start frequenting the stream here again. But I don't blame him. He was on vacation. You know, have a good time, do what you want. Don't sit on YouTube. But just learning, so Tom does too. I told my wife that because she always gets after me because as soon as my internet goes down, you know, I start bitching about TOT, which is NT now. But I said, Tom loves your thing. And she told me, go ahead and try AIS or one of the other home, because we have fiber here. And she said, you'll see. And she said, they're all bad. and I said, well, I said, Tom sure likes it, likes TOT. So that's what I've got, Tom. I had they're changing me around. big wig boss there likes me, and he's a really good guy. I've met him 2 or 3 times. Just a good man, and he basically, when I was trying to get the racing iRacing thing going, he finally came up with what you were talking about, which was 500 up, 500 down gaming. But the last time they had a guy come sit on my couch with a router, change the router, reprogram the router, and sat in my living room for, I want to guess, 2.5 hours, trying to get everything to work correctly. But now I'm back on 1,000 up, 1,000 down. But like you had said, which I don't completely understand, and they said the same thing, the 500 gaming, the bandwidth is real wide and less people on it. So what I think I'm going to do is when I get out in that room, hopefully, it's all money. 3 months from now, I have that room. I'm going to have them bring a separate internet back there and pay the extra, whatever it is. I don't care. 500 baht, 1,000. I don't care. In there just for me. No one else will can get on it. I don't have to worry about anything. So I'm going to try that. But I told her, so she was real happy to hear that. What did Tom say? Hi, guys. Sorry, getting ready for breakfast. He probably didn't hear anything that I just said. There's Ron John. Hope to meet you when you visit Thailand. Very cool. Yeah, I think so too, man. Everybody here is like I said. That's why the other day I'm glad that everybody is on board with me. Yeah, I mean, just good people. But I don't know. Everybody has I mean, I have a bad day, but it's only like once a year. I don't know. I've always been pretty easygoing, happy-go-lucky as far as in my attitude. I was a little nastier when I was younger, but I've always been kind of easygoing. But there are a bunch of good people on this channel. That's for sure. You hit that. Dave's a magnet. Thanks, Ron. Half Moon Bay. Did Robert say, "Are you back in the United States"? Did he answer me? He probably did. Hey, Jay, I didn't even see you till I'm scrolling up. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Robert, I didn't see. Did you answer? Oh, maybe you did. Maybe it was up there. No, I said hi to Tommy Dan. I missed it if you did. But I think if not, I know you're close to. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up. Okay, I'm caught up. Sorry, rush to get to bed, Dan. I'll tell you another time what I just said about TOT. That's one thing. I don't know. I'm hoping that God, I'm going to knock over my camera. I'm hoping that Bobby and Jai are going to get back here, and then me and Bobby had talked about having a little once a week coffee morning talk bullshit channel, and separate. We'll put it in maybe Jai and Knit Noise. Let them open it up and just do from around Surin, different coffee shops, of course, air conditioned, and we'll do it from my iPad or something. I'm going to do another test on the iPad. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I don't know yet, but I want to check the earbuds again, and I still cannot. And I don't know if Chris, you still here? Tom said, "Yeah, I was just saying, my wife really loves that. It's NT now, but that's where she works. So she was happy to hear that you were giving ups to TOT. And like I said, they put me on." Reprogrammed a brand new router, and they got me on 1,000 up, 1,000 down. But they might change it again. I don't know. We'll see. But it is good. I'm plugged into it now. In fact, I can go right now. Let's see what it is. It's been about 800 or something. I wonder, can I share this screen once it goes? This is their TOT. Yeah, it started out at 1,000 down, and it went down to 690, 680, 678, and the upload speed is started out at 6, went down to 4, now back up to 6, hovering right around 620, 630. So maybe they put me back on the 500, 623, up and down. I think I can. Can I do that? How do I do it? Share screen. Oh, yeah, I can. Can you guys see that? I think you can, right? Yeah, there it is. So 678 and 623. So I don't know. I don't know enough about what a bandwidth is. It's horrible. I have 1 gig, but lucky to get 200 on a good day. Really? This is Thailand. I don't know. That's what it gives me, but I don't know the bandwidth, right? It doesn't not matter really the speed per se. I mean, 200 is great if the bandwidth is crazy wide or something. I don't know. I'm not a tech. James, I think, is techie, but and good morning to you, James. But and Tom's techie, but Tom likes TOT. Who do you have, James? My wife. I mean, if I change, I might as well just put a gun to my head and blow my brains out. Her company, and here I am changing. But she says it's pretty much the other ones. They have problems with their internet too, and it's really weird because the reason I found out some of the problem was I use that JetFly app on my phone, Just Fly, that I show you guys occasion how much to fly. All of a sudden I got, oops, something went wrong. Oops, something went wrong. And I'm going, this is bullshit. So I took it off the Wi-Fi and went through the NT or TOT phone Wi-Fi. I don't know how to say it, whatever it is, internet, right? And boom, the thing come right up. Switch back over to the the 5G home deal. Oops, something went wrong. That's when he came over and sat on my couch and gave me a new router and reprogrammed it and whatever they do, I don't know, but it works. So, and like I say, this 678 and 623 has got to be good unless the bandwidth, I guess. I don't know. Somebody can explain that to me. I might have to start drinking to understand what the bandwidth's all about. What did I miss here? John James said, Tommy J. Can't remember the name, but a new beach today. That's the plan anyway. I must have missed Tommy. What did Tommy ask? I'll have to go back. James, what beach? Oh, this time what he's going to. I don't know how you would do that. I don't know if Fog gives out where to send stuff or James, but I'm sure if they do, they would tell. So you hit 300 subs. Wow, awesome! Congratulations, Fog, if you're watching. And James hit 30,000, right? And I know you and Chuck's trying to come down to 40, and you're trying. I was making fun of that. We were on their live stream, Joe's, and when they had. What was it? Nicole's birthday yesterday? I think so. Anyway, Chuck was he's going the wrong way. But James is going the right way. Congratulations, brother. And you deserve it, man. I was going to type it in there, but I'm the worst typer in the world. So, but you deserve it. So keep going. I want to see you get one of them plaques that say 100,000 at least in my lifetime. Yes, James, 30K. Awesome. Yeah, and it's not easy, people. I just went, where did I go? Where am I at? I think we finally busted. No, was it 1930? Now it went down to 1928. What did I say in the stream that would make 2 people unsubscribe? Anyway, it did get to 1930, but it's going the wrong way again. It just hovers. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't understand how it works, and so I'm better off not. So I just logged in the first time and hear Dave say that I'm going to have to start drinking. Yeah, just to understand what bandwidth is, I think I need to drink to quite understand that. Yeah, they're good people too. All the people in that are kind of friendly and been together, traveled together, met up quite a few times. They're a good bunch of people, you know, from Mitch to Tom to James to Joe and Gift and Chuck and Paige and you know, just a bunch of good people. And like I said before, you surround yourself with good people. I found that it helps. Uh, we hit the beach on the backside of Colarn. Don't know the name, but quiet. Yeah, where am I going? Have you been? Have you guys been to Koh Samui? That's where I'm going. We're not gonna. We're at a secluded it's supposed to be like our honeymoon type thing, but I'm old, so I don't know if I could do a honeymoon again. But we're gonna go and try and see. Hey, there's off the hook. How you doing? Glad that you could make it, Ted. And I have it right, Ted. I forget sometimes. But if you guys aren't subscribed, then you want a hunting, fishing, family, good channel. By all means, subscribe. I still have no idea how it works. It's just a hot mess of yeah, it is. Uh, it is. I don't understand it. Is it cool? Yeah, because we're leaving on the 2nd. We're gonna go to take the kids out to dinner and spend a night in Bangkok, and then I guess it's like a 8.5 hour drive. And we're gonna be going through Pachuap, but I'm gonna try to set it up and see if we're going through there, stop and at least say hi to Joe and Gift and all them, Mike and Nicole and everybody there, you know. But it's such a long drive to Suratani. Then we're in Suratani for 2 days, for 1 day for the seminar. The next day we go to Koh Samui for 5, I think. Then back to from Koh Samui all the way to Bangkok. So it's even going to be a longer trip, and then spend another night with the kids, taking them out to barbecue. They want to go out wherever the most expensive place they can find. I'm sure that's the one that I've got, the 21-year-old that I would definitely put up against Fa. That kid can't eat. Of course, I haven't seen any Thai women that can't, but Thai, my daughter and Fa, I put on a whole different level. But I'm glad to hear that. And I asked Chuck too, and Chuck been there, I think, a few times too. So it'll be fun. We're going to cruise around a little bit, but this place it's kind of in a hillside, but I'm going to have to, you know, man up and take pain pills and walk around a little bit. A lot of steps, just take my time, but just absolutely gorgeous. It's like built into a jungle type setting and beautiful beach. And it's nice. I'll do a video, I hope, if I remember. Yeah, I need to fix them knees. I just went to Samui, if that helps, in 1990. Wow. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think people make as much money as people think. I make 12 cents a year, but you know, even if if I was traveling and doing all this kind of stuff, I mean, it would be nice to have an extra, whatever. I don't have any idea what people make, but 300, 500, 600, 700. A lot of people, like I know Rob, 20 Seconds in Thailand, they have a lot of Patreons. I think James does too. I don't know. Patreons. They have other. If you're just depending on YouTube, I think you got to have like 1 million, subscribers, and views and all that to actually make it strictly off of YouTube. But I think a lot of them make it off of PayPal, Patreon, and I think there's some other ones that I don't know about. But yeah, God bless them for making it, be able to do it. Like I said, man, it may be a hobby and you want to make a little bit of money, but boy, if you were getting paid to do that only and getting paid that much money, none of them would be doing it. I don't think James would. I know I wouldn't. They wouldn't pay me enough money. It's a lot of work, man. Me to just do the stupid, videos that I do, far and few between, and edit them. These guys like James and Joe and Gift and Chuck and Paige, they're putting out 4, 5, 6 a week. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Let's see. Smoothie is the first place I went after 4 days in Bangkok. Yeah, I don't know. Well, just the Suratani where they're having the seminar is, I guess, right there, right? You just drive right down and get on the ferry and go over to Koh Samui. So that was an easy no-brainer. We didn't have to drive far, and it's an island. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to a place in Thailand and went, oh, what a piece of crap. Oh, this is horrible. How could they do this to me? I mean, you're in Thailand, retired, for Christ's sake. So I don't know. Yeah, James puts out a lot of good content. I like watching James. My problem is it's hard for me to watch everybody, and I get brain fade. If you're watching, I've said it before, if you're watching people, at least comment, great video, hi, James, hi, Chuck, whatever, and give them a thumbs up, because it really, I guess, helps the channel. Yeah, I think they're headed where what is it up in Chiang Rai? I think on their first thing. I don't know, but I guess he said at least 4 weeks. I think Nicole said 3 or 4 weeks, and he it seemed like Mike said 4 weeks, at least 4 weeks. So, but then I guess they went into the thing that they'll be jonesing to get back to their new house, and I kind of find that when I get away, it's quite comforting to get back home and take a deep breath. But I'm going to start doing a lot more traveling here shortly. Yeah, Chiang Mai. I think you're right. I think that's I've never been either. That's one of my ones. I see how much you work in making videos. I'm lazy. Have no desire to work making video. Yeah, and for me, it actually I enjoy it more now. I have a little bit more energy, and I actually kind of want to get better at it, at editing and stuff. I don't like I don't like being mediocre at anything. I mean, I've always been competitive my whole life, so I'd like to get better at it. So hopefully I will. That was a good day, man. That was between house blessing. They blessed the little Buddhist thing in the front yard, and our wedding. It was an awesome day. Now I just got notified again on Gmail. It just came up. YouTube now live on your channel. Gotta Love Thailand Livestream. So at it's been 49 minutes. So what the hell's that about? Oh well. Swing has things wrong. Beautiful temple. Yeah, and I told my wife it's up to her. If she just wants a kickback, I guess this place is kind of out of the way, but we're taking the electric hot rod, so we can go wherever we want to. And I told her it's totally up to her. And as it turns out, she has a brother that's on Samui. I don't know if she said she's never seen, or she hasn't seen in a long, long time. Her dad's son. So I guess half brother, still brother. I mean, they call everybody brother and sister anyway. But I told her, hey, up to you, man. I'm not one of those guys that, it's all about me. If I am, it'll be one day, and this day's all about me. And I'll be boisterous about it. It'll never happen. I'm not that way. If it puts a smile on my wife's face, I'm game. I don't care. Don't matter to me. Life's too short to be worrying about shit, right? I mean, that's yeah. I don't know, man. I don't get it. Like I said, this goes back to the days of Chris and me watching Mike's Live My Ass Off. I want to say over 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, when he got like maybe 6, 7 people watching him, and he'd do 5 hour live streams, and we'd just sit there and talk. For 6 months there, I wasn't getting notified. It was driving me nuts. So when I'd catch him, because I really enjoyed it, I enjoy watching Mike, and just talking about nothing, bullshit, kind of like this. But it was always fun to do. And then all of a sudden, everybody told me, and I did it a bunch of times, unsubscribe, resubscribe, re-hit the bell, and I did that a bunch of times. It didn't work, and then all of a sudden one day it just started notifying me. I don't know. Maybe they, I don't know. It's first time I visit. Yeah, it must be nice. I mean, James said it's awesome, and everybody's saying they like it. So, and my wife's never been there either. So it's gonna be fun. I wish we could have went for 7 days, but that didn't work out because we're such a far distance away. But I guess we could have flown in. I guess they actually have an airport in Samui, so we could have flown to Bangkok and Bangkok to Samui. But this was all about her going to the her seminar for a day. A good 3 or 4 days ago. Okay, I'm caught up. Wow, that was quick. And I know I felt bad too. I got to tell Maui Howie, to let me know, because I would have went later. I didn't realize until I was hour out that he was doing a live stream at the same time. I'd like to, if you guys don't watch him, it's a good channel, and he does good walks up and down the beach. He does a good live. I told him didn't know if it was good or didn't know whatever. I said, you're doing great, so keep going. Thanks, Rob. Rob's a big supporter. I have fun doing it. Like I said, I'll keep doing this, and it doesn't matter, if there's 2 people, watching or 200. If I'm having fun, I'm still going to do it, and I will until then. And we got probably new people in here now, so I will try to show this again on the house where they did the concrete. Let's see, we can go past that. So getting closer and closer now. The electrical's pretty much done. They still got to do the concrete up this side of the house. They did this concrete yesterday all the way around, and I still have to put that waterfall in in that center, that black one, and another one of those gray towers is going on the other side, and that black waterfall that's sitting right behind, up against the wall, goes in between the two. I don't know, maybe actually not even a couple of days of work, and it'll be done. But it's nice having that concrete. I walked out there this morning, and like I said earlier, I've showed it 3 times now, I think. No dirt, no mud, no nothing. And when it's raining, everything will go out the front. It's awesome. E.T. saying, when you're in Samui, you may as well drop over to Kopanang. It's a sister island, just an hour maybe we'll go for a day over to there. Yeah, and if we go there and we really like it, maybe next year we'll plan a 7-day flight there, because we were talking about it. She was talking about, it's going to be a long drive. We normally take the family vacation to Koh Chang, and in that Serenity, the 2-bedroom with the jacuzzi on top overlooking everything. Kids really like it. Mom and Dad went last time. They dug it, man. My father-in-law threw the net and caught some fish, and he was on top of the world, him and Toby out there up and down the beach. And my mother-in-law found out that the fishermen would come and walk through Serenity with their ice chests full of whatever they caught, scallops, crabs, whatever they had, and she was in heaven. I think she spent 1,000 baht every day buying stuff to cook. Has a full kitchen in there too, so it was nice. So when we're there, my wife said, "How about if we go to Samui with the whole family?" So maybe when we're there, we'll look at I think if we do that, I think I'll get maybe a house, so that we have a whole house, 3-bedroom or something, and go that way. Probably through a Gota anyway. A Gota has that house thing, but I think it'd be unless I find a real nice hotel. The Serenity's so nice because we can all fit in that one building. It's probably going to go up now, but it was for the week. I want to say it was in the mid 20,000, 25,000. I imagine now it's 35, 40,000, probably, since things are semi getting back to normal. Yeah, I think so, Rum. I like it. I'm liking the way it looks. Single sisters? No, she's the only one. She's got a lot of friends though, man. They come up to me all the time. They range from actually, she has cousins. That one that in particular that's really cute. Pharmacist. She loves to travel too. But I don't think she's looking for a boyfriend. But every time every time I go to a wedding, they come out of the woodwork. This is my sister, cousin, family, friend, whatever. And she wants you to find her a Farang boyfriend. They seem like they do. Like I said, if they're 40 years old, they want 55-year-old foreigners. Like I said before, they want them stability, more than likely on a pension or retired, can take care of them. They're not looking for $1 million. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind, but someone that, if you've got $3,000, dollars a month coming in on a retirement, that's a lot of money to them. They know they can be well taken care of, and there's nothing wrong with that. We talked about that before. But they're really good people, They really don't care what you look like, if you're fat, like me, or old like me. They don't care. They want what's inside. They want the heart, and they, like I said, you give them this much, and you get. I can't spread my arms far enough. You get way more back, brother. I mean, it's awesome. You're 54, yeah, and like I said, I retired at 50, got lucky, but I really didn't hit retirement until 55. I took care of my cousin for a little while, and then I kind of ran amok. Didn't know what I wanted out of life. That was in 2015. Luckily, I came to my senses and got to spend 3 more years with my wife, and realized that I was just, I don't know, midlife crisis. I don't know. I bought a cabriolet and drove that around for a while. So I guess it was a midlife crisis. But glad that I did that. I got 3 really good years. But I want to say when I really started coming here was the real retirement. We were supposed to come and we were going to do a 6-month traveling, 6-month in a diesel pusher around the U.S. Obviously that didn't work out. And then when I came here, it was the best thing I ever did, man. Best thing I ever did. It's awesome. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna dwarf a lot of the women, but my wife, I don't know. I did my pool depth so that the pool is this deep on my wife. I couldn't tell you. I didn't put a tape measure on it. I had her stand there when they were digging it, or actually I took a measurement, and that's what they put. I think it's 2.2. I mean 1.2 or 1.3 meters. But yeah, that's the hard part, man. There's a lot of that's the hardest part about. I think the best way to find a Thai woman is through a acquaintance, a friend, whatever, in Thailand. That's how I met Nitnoy. The hardest part for me, telling somebody, if it's my cousin or somebody that I've known my whole life, it's easier, say, yeah, this is a good man. But there's a lot of assholes out there. If my grandchildren were watching this 30 years from now, Grandpa's sorry he said asshole, but they are. But you know, I don't know, you know, they really adore freaking foreign men. Bigger the pension. Yeah, handsome man. How you doing, Internet Monster? Um, yeah, you know, it's really weird. I think that they picked a 55 and above because they know if they're retired, they have some kind of a pension. And is there anything wrong with that? No, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like I said, what you give, you get back 200 fold over, man. I mean, it's amazing. You just got to be a decent man. Treat them with respect. I've always been that way anyway. I I demand respect if I'm giving respect to somebody, and if I don't get it, I don't want nothing to do with you. You know, go down the road. But honor and respect and is all big in my life, and the way that I became the man that I am today. You know, so. But the women are the same way. And when I was younger, I can't say I did that. You know, when I was in my 20s, I didn't. I was horrible. I was not a good person. I'm the first one to admit it. But now it's like you give them that respect, they give it back to you. And like I said, it's amazing, it's freaking amazing. Unless you, I can't speak for anybody but Thai women. I've dated Asian women in my life, but they're from the United States. But I always liked the look. I thought they were beautiful. But still do, obviously. But you don't. You know, I only know Thailand, but I'm imagining I've talked to friends that have Filipino wives or girlfriends, and same thing. So I'm going to say Southeast Asia. A lot of friends that I knew came back from Vietnam, you know, with wives, and they're just it's a whole different culture, obviously. But you know, to find a Thai woman, you're and you get a good one, and you're a good man. I can't think of a better way, especially to end your life like me. You know, I thought I'd have nothing. You know, at 62, nothing. My life's done. I'll go to Thailand. And I'll bust loose and have a bunch of fun. And if I die in a week or a month or 2 years or 10 years, who gives a crap? You know, I had a good run up to 62, and now I want to live and spend time with my wife. So, what did I miss? Bye for now. All right, big guy. Uh, your battery's almost dead. All right, cool. Thanks. The best way to find a Thai partner is to visit Thailand. Yeah, no shit. But it seemed like the friend thing, you know, like I said, my friend that introduced me, you know, it was an easier deal. You know, talking on with women on, you know, dating service. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. You know, you got to be halfway smart and logical. Like I said before, you're talking to a woman and you're 5 minutes into a conversation and she wants you to send her 10,000 baht. Maybe you say, okay, it was very nice talking to you, and go on with your life. But as long as you're smart, just be smart, man. You'll know. I mean, no one's out there. If you're that stupid, then you deserve to lose your money. You know, sorry. You know, you should know. You should be able to tell by now. I think so. I think so, definitely. And you know, I like Mexican women too. Uh, I don't from Mexico, so I guess they're Mexican women. Some of the most beautiful women in the world too. Uh, but I do think the Asians are. You were just calling me. What's that? What did I do? But yeah, you know, like I said, I do hope that the word spreads out and the channel becomes uh, enough of a mouthpiece out there that people do. Cause hey, my friend of a friend told me to watch your channel. I lost my wife of 35 years. You know, my life's over. You know, I just sit around home, and that's the people I'd like to get through to. You know, and say no, really, it's not. Even if I was to go now, you know, I still had, you know, 4 amazing years. You know, I mean, so everything for me, everything past 35 is a given. You know, I figured I'd be dead at 35. So every day I wake up, I'm going, yeah, man, I'm getting over on everybody. But you know, I'm hoping that more and more people find out about it. You want to come here and chase 20-year-olds? Hey, go to Patea, John TM, have a ball. When you figure out what you want to do, then go find somebody. And not saying that you couldn't find a bar girl that would make a extraordinary wife. I wouldn't, if they're into that kind of a scene, as far as up until 3 o'clock in the morning with boom 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 boom, I can't do that. And not necessarily anything with the sex part of it or anything like that, just that part of it. I can't handle. I can't do that. But yeah, by all means, you ought to. I say it over and over again. Come to Thailand 3 6 months and check it out. I think you'll end up staying. I'm going to say 98% of the people, maybe 95. I'll give myself a little leeway. Are going to stay. Unless the bot goes down to 18 or something, then we might be in trouble. But it was amazing too, because I think I figured it out. Can't remember how much it was when I bought 5,000 in, when it was 37 and a half. I think I got it was what, 25,000 more. Let me see. I don't want to misquote myself, but let's see. If you take 5,000 times 32, you get 160,000 baht. If you take 5,000 times 37.5, 187,500. So what is that? 27,500 baht difference. So what is 27,000 at today's divided by 32? $843 on five grand. I'm not a mathematician, but that's a hell of a percentage to get on your money, right? So, like I said, 32. It was 29, I think, when I got here. I am just surprised every morning when I wake. Yeah, I'm a thumbs up with you, gorgeous. But yeah, thank you, whoever's watching over me. Thanks for this day. That's why I said, man, you got to live today. Not, gotta. Oh, and I got to show you guys. How many we got? 20, 19 people. I took the shirt that it was actually Paul went to Bangkok to the same shirt place that Robert Mack went to, and the guy I sent him the Paul is Moonwa, had the thing I had put together that was a thumbnail for this, and this guy gave this back. Where is it? Where are you? This back. And then what I did was I did this. You guys tell me what you think. So this is what I think I'm going to end up going with. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can I make this thing full? Solo layout. I think it's on a solo layout. Nah, it doesn't matter, does it? No. So you guys let me know what you think about that shirt. And he wants 400 baht. So I don't know if I'm gonna. There's someone place that my wife knows about that has shirts made too. So and has a million different styles. So I'm going to find. I think she told me 220 baht, so almost half, for a polo shirt with the material that I want, for buy 12 get one free. So that's probably what I would buy, because I don't know what it's 12. 12 times 220. Yeah, see, that's only 30. So maybe I'd buy double that. So that's 2,600 baht times 2 would be 26 shirts for 5,000 baht. So that I can do, because the other one, if I buy 25 times 400, it's 10,000 baht. So I know that Robert liked them, and I don't know if this guy, if I do go ahead with these, I want to say at least for the members, maybe I got to get enough at least for the members. Those are the ones I want to give them to. You guys are gonna have to give me your size if you like it. Thanks, Ranjo. Cool. Thanks, Expat. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good, right? For me, being a idiot on what's the program that I have? I have Modavi Photo Editor, and God knows how long it took me to find out how to. Let me get rid of that. To find out how to bend the words. It took me an hour to figure that out. So, but I thought they were. I thought that was pretty cool. I like the Santa Claus with the baseball bat smoking. Probably piss off some people. I wonder how many people I've lost now. I only lost 2 on this live stream. If I only lose 2 a live stream, I've got at least 10,000 live streams left in me. So, not that many. A couple thousand. No, not even. Have to be 3. Oh, God, I'm horrible, man. Anyway, you get what I was getting at. And then changed your name. Yeah, I don't know, man. I dig my name. The only thing that I probably would have changed, that actually Joe, Foreigner Joe in the beginning, and I didn't know exactly how to do it, and I didn't do it, was kind of like Chuck, no time, and the numeral 2. Be sad is I might have done that and got to Love Thailand, and but I didn't do it, so it is what it is now. Let's see. 2x tall. I'll find out. They make them in. It's set up to 3x in the ones my wife showed me. And what is a 50-inch chest? I didn't get a tape measure and put it around my chest, but I thought that mine was, God, when I was a little bit thinner, but I thought it was like 48. What's somebody, or 52? I don't know. The 3x was 50. So somebody let me know if they know what they are across their chest. Thailand Paul written on them. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I asked my wife, I told her, up to her, I'm going to buy them and give them away. And if she wants to recycle her money to make more money, the money that she gets, through AdSense, all up to her. She can do it, and I'll tell you guys, and you guys can take it from there. But the only thing that I did notice that I didn't see on this one, they had women's shirts, tank tops, baseball caps. This is the one that Robert Mack was at, and Paul went to Munhwa. Regular T-shirts, polo shirts, jerseys. I think they had all sorts of stuff. I don't know. I have that on here too. God, I forget that I did actually put them in here. What does that say? Yeah, see, it's got T-shirts, polo shirts, basketball vests, bikinis, polo dresses, crop top, hot pants, skirt, crop top and skirt, apron, kimono, cap. They have coolers, coasters. See, I might get some of that stuff because some people might like that. And if my wife did that, I would say that would probably be a better way to do it. And if she wanted to, she wouldn't have to put out. Of course, it's going to probably be, I'm probably going to have to pay for it anyway. But coasters and stuff, easier for people, because I want to say that James's shirts and all that, somebody told me it costs a fortune. I think we went through this the last time. Because if the shirts from that guy is 400 baht, divided by or times, no, 400 baht is 369, basically $12, and I think they get $35. So um, either the shipping's off the charts or they're making a ton of dough, and I can't see them making a ton of dough. I just don't see them guys doing that. It's partially advertisement too. So I think Tim said that he got something sent from the States and it cost like 18 or $20 or something. So that would make more sense. Maybe somebody knows what it costs to send a shirt or something from Thailand to the U.S. Let me know. I might work for dads. People would probably pay to see that. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool, but I do like that idea of the ball caps, maybe with a nice embroidered, the small one that's over the, where's it at? Over the pocket on, oh, wrong one. On this one, maybe a small one like that embroidered on a hat would be cool. The coaster, maybe the same type thing. I think you would probably put that whole deal on a koozie, right? That whole Santa Claus and everything all the way up deal. And I'm not an artist, so I mean somebody else could actually probably fine tune that deal. Whoever ends up doing it, because that other guy did the Santa Claus and the mountain behind him. So I do kind of feel semi obligated to the guy, but not that much. Yeah, 27 to send a hat from the U.S. See, so that doesn't make any sense either, because if it's 27, what did I say? 3, 6, 9, 12. 27 plus 12 is 39, and I think they're only asking 35 for the shirts. So something must, or maybe there's a way to send it like by mule and cost half that. Maybe, $15 or something. I don't know. I think I think you answered that last time too, Tim. How you doing? But yeah, I don't know. I think it would be cool to have, and like I said, I want to give them to the members anyway. Everybody laying out. I mean, even though it doesn't sound like 99 cents, and I think I have two levels, 99 cents and $1.99. It's still, I mean, still laying out money for what, to help the channel or to help people in Thailand. I think it's awesome. Took 3 weeks, so that did come by mule. Was that? I still got a hat Tim gave me too. I should start wearing that. Maybe I'll start wearing that. Then if I wear it, I'm afraid I'm gonna ruin the hat. Oh, let's see. How do I do this one? There we go. All right. So, how long have we been on? Wow, an hour and 20 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun. We still got 16 people here. I don't hear too much going on, although I'm not. I do have to. I keep on asking my wife. There's a big 2-story house, right, Thai style house. People are awesome, really nice people. I think he works for the Nissan dealer. Actually, we found out that after we bought the Nissan. Stopped by. I think he's got a couple of kids and a wife. Real nice. We dealt with them a little bit when we were bringing the what I call city water to the property, and they were very helpful and stuff with that. And I kept telling her when we had the New Year's party, you want to invite them over to go, whatever, swimming, do whatever they want, eat something. No. Well, I guess the one lady kind of started talking to my mother-in-law and said, oh, the kids want to come over and go swimming, but they said they didn't know, maybe the Farang man not a good man. And my mother-in-law said, no, he's a good man. So hopefully they'll come over. I like having the kids. Nothing better than laughter from children that you can send home. I'll leave it at that. Like grandkids, you spoil them, feed them full of sugar, and send them home with their parents. But children's laughter, nothing better, man. Nothing better. Let me see. I gave you the gold. I gave you the. Now I'm back on here. All right. Well, we jumped up to 20. Hey, thanks, Rob. Uh, what's up, Google Pay? They still screwing with you. I have had that happen before. I use PayPal usually. That's just the one that I use. I don't even know. Do I have Google Pay? I've got a bunch of a wallet or some other stuff too, and I guess there's a lot of stuff that I could pay for here in Thailand with my bank card, just scanning on my phone with a QR code or something. But I haven't figured that out quite yet. I usually try to carry 1,000 baht broken down into hundreds, fifties, and 20s in my wallet. Because that's the other thing. If you're coming to Thailand, man, try to, when you're going, especially if you're going to go down, a market or something like that, a night market or whatever market. They will take that, so if you learn or you got a Thai bank account, but if you're just visiting, get a lot of 20s and your 50s, hundreds, 500s and thousands, you might not be able to buy anything. If they've got some friends that'll have some change, and they'll try because they want to sell it, obviously. But before you go, stop it. What I usually do is if I have only 1,000, if I got 1,000 out of the ATM, I'll go. It's usually right there. It's Sevens right there. I'll walk into Seven and buy a thing of the little candies or whatever, the sugar-free ones, and have them break the 1,000, then go about what I'm going to do. Because with 100, you can probably get by, and at least if you get one person that you use it on, you'll get some change back. Hey, Bo, how you doing? I hope everything's working out for you. I hope your husband is doing better. She's stuck in Bangkok. Her husband's in, I believe, fighting an infection in the hospital there. So Bo's kind of stuck. So I have no supply of cucumbers. But hey, Jake, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Excuse me. Guess that's why I got water here, right? But it's nice. When I first got here, I was a fanatic. I was in Kamala. I would go and get 30,000 baht of bills, 100s, 50s, and 20s. And then I would put them in daily bunches for 30 days, 1,000 baht a day, and which was way too much money, by the way. That was just to go out, gas in the scooter, a coffee, a smoothie, lunch, dinner. I still had 600 baht or whatever left. In fact, I'm going to do a video. I might do it after I get done here on can you live on Social Security in Thailand, and I'm using a budget of $1,852, and I'm going to break it down. I might get it out in a couple of days. I think people are interested in that. We had talked about it with Chuck last live stream. It's amazing. I mean, like I said, in California, where I'm at, in my surrounding areas, you can't find a place to live for 1,500. That's cheap. So even if you went, where 1,000, you got 1,000, not even, 5, 6, 7, 8, $300-$400 for food, for electric, no, don't work, man. And can you do it and live a decent life in Thailand? Yeah, I think you can. I'm going to put it all down. I'm going to actually do it recorded in StreamYard, so that I can show papers and showing how I figured out, because in my budget, I've actually broke down once a month for and this is how I broke it down. Now you guys probably won't watch the video. A 7,500 baht 4-day trip each month, with There and back, 500 each way on a bus to wherever you're going. 4 days at 1,000 baht a night for a hotel. Rental scooter for 1,200 baht for 4 days. And it's probably only going to be 3 days, so it'll be a little less. Extra food, because I've already figured in food, another 500 baht. And gas for the scooter, 300 baht. And miscellaneous, 500 baht. So in that budget, I'm also figuring a little traveling. I really enjoyed that. I was doing 3 of those a month when I was in Kamala. Mainly on the PCX, I would take off and go to places around Phuket. But I did go to Koh Lak. I did go to Krabi twice. And so you can get out there. And I'm a big guy, man. I weigh 270 pounds. And on that PCX, I could hold 90 kilometers an hour. 85, 90 was okay. I mean, it was at the upper end of the scooter. But I'd only go for 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Had to stop, especially in the hot weather, and drink a water, maybe eat a ham and cheese at 7, because I was such a keen on keeping my health up. But I think that's something you could travel around, and then you could use a little bit less money in something like that by taking a train. Trains are cheap. But that 1,000 baht, I think, is good to get someplace. And you could spend 7 days someplace if you're only spending. There's places in Nissan and stuff where you can find a decent room for 600 baht a night with air conditioning. Maybe 7, maybe 650. I don't know, but I think that's good to have in your budget. And I budgeted in everything. The only thing that isn't in the budget is drinking excessively, chasing women, and smoking cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes is okay. They're down to like 70 baht a pack, I think. I think we went over that for Camel Blues. That's what I was smoking. But it's very feasible. And I'm going to say that's the average in the U.S. Are there people that are only getting 1,200, 1,500? Yeah. But now with the new raise and stuff, the people that were at like what I considered the medium deal was 16, are there now at 18 with that new bump of a raise or whatever cost of living they should have been doing for years, and it still wasn't enough for a lot of people. yeah, no kidding, right? That's the truth. And the only way that I can see, like I said before, I'm going to go back and let's see. I'm not a drug addict. Looking forward. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Looking forward to the video. I'm planning to lose my job, retired 62. Yeah, and I think that that's what I was going to say. So mainly the deal is, I'll show you the breakdown. I'm going to do the video, Scott. But if you didn't do well in your life and pay your home off and have Social Security plus maybe 1, maybe 2 retirements, which is very possible, you're not going to make it, man. I could have made it in the States. Would I want to, knowing what I know now? No, my quality of life and everything that happened in my life is just way better here in Thailand. But hey, James, how you doing? Hey, Baldy, how you doing? It's all relative, right? I mean, you're not going to be able to run around and do that. Now, I did like figure in, mainly eating 3 meals a day on Thailand, whether it be in the market or whatever. I think I figured $5 a day or 200 baht, so a little bit more, $6 a day for a Thai breakfast, and then I figured two nights a week, I think, a Friday night, a Saturday night, whatever, for an extra 1,000 for food, whether that be a date night or whether it be going out with a couple of buddies, maybe having a couple of beers and American food and that kind of thing. I think that 1,000 baht would cover a meal like that. I've got it all down, and I'm going to break it out, and I got to write it nice, especially if I'm going to take a picture of it and put it as a graph up or something. I'm do it. So it might take me a couple of days. I've got all the breakdown in that book there. I just keep every day adding to it. What about this? What about that? Transportation and being visa and stuff like that. That's the biggest obstacle. If you have 800,000 baht, the best way to do it is just bring it over, put it in the bank, and don't touch it. And you don't have to worry about your visa. Bringing it in, it works out to like right under 60,000 baht, that 1,800. So you just don't make the 800. If you have something you could add to it, if you've got a little bit of savings, but you don't have the 800,000, it's supposedly you're supposed to be able to, doesn't matter what you put in each month. Although I put above the amount, I think it's 65,000. But if you've got that extra $50 or $75 a month that you would need to make that each month, you just send that over and take it out of your savings and then put it in a savings here, or whatever to make sure that you get by with your deal, to get your visa. And then I figured in insurance was a big nut too, and it depends on your age. But I think I figured, I'm giving you guys all the stuff that I did, 6,400 baht a month. So that's what, 30, 60, 90, 100, 110, 120, 30, 40, 50, 180, 190 dollars. And that I'm gauging on a man or a woman that's 60 plus. And when you get up to 66 like me and 70, you're going to find it hard to find insurance. But I got that figured in there. I got pretty much, I think, everything in there. I'm hoping that when I do it, that I get some stuff in the comments said you forgot about the trip to 7-Eleven to get my noodles, or I've even figured in there 3 days a week to go get coffee somewhere and sit with somebody, three smoothies a week to have out and about. So I've kind of tried to think about everything. Hey Nanette, how are you? Glad you could make it. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. But yeah, because they should know. And then this is all relative. That's why I want to show the charts, because maybe somebody says, I've got the 800. I've got enough money to buy me a scooter, and I'm not afraid of two wheels. So I can function on that. And where I want to live, I know I can ride it around and feel comfortable, because that's the best mode, I think, if you're here in Thailand. Cheapest too. But I only have 1,600 or 1,500 or 1,400. But I can back out this, or I can back out that. You'll be able to back out, what you want out of there. I don't need the coffee. I don't need the smoothie. I don't need the special 2 nights out. I only want one. I don't need to travel. I got to cut out traveling. Well, hell, there's what is 200? There's your money there, So that's 1650. So depending, you can look at it and be able to figure it out, is what I'm hoping for. Because somebody else might say, I only have 12. Well, if you back out you don't travel, and you back out this and this, there's ways to get it. It just brings it down. How do you want to live? Now, if it's versus can't live in the United States unless I want to live in the Midwest somewhere up in, in solitude or whatever, or the worst possible area of Southern California, and then I can just barely make it. I can go to Thailand and make it this much above barely making it, and have this crap behind me to look at occasionally if you want to go. So, it makes a difference. Yeah, and I've got those in there too. I don't remember how much I put in a day, but I did figure in going and getting snacks, and also going once a month to the store for 2,000 baht to stock your house with mama noodles, and maybe go out a couple of times once a week for milk or whatever. I was eating out every day, and I was spending about 2,000 baht a month bringing stuff in. So if I woke up in the middle of the night I could have a spoonful of peanut butter or spread some peanut butter on a piece of bread or whatever, that kind of stuff, or a bag of chips or all crap food that I shouldn't be eating. But I know they do add up real quick. So you're absolutely right. Let's see. Mango sticky, right? Yeah, you can, Das. You can put it in there. Like I said, I tried to break it down as best that I could, being here for 4 years and what I've seen. But it just, the problem with, some people say, oh, I could save money by, buying stuff and making it myself. God, when you're just by yourself, man, you waste food. I don't know about you, but when I cook, I always seem to cook and, way more. And granted, you could have it again the next day or whatever. But I found it, if I can go out and spend 40 baht for breakfast and 60 baht for lunch and 100 baht for dinner, it doesn't make any sense for me to dirty a pan and get really, you'll find the places that you like, that are healthy for you, vegetables. That once you get to know them, they'll put whatever they want, not put what you don't want in there, MSG or whatever you don't want, fish sauce, soy sauce. They'll, you can get to that point. I just think for keeping the stuff that, God, it would be nice if I had a Snickers bar, in the refrigerator, to grab that kind of stuff. And then you come and do it. Because when I first came here, I took 2,000 baht a day is what I had in that massive pouch that I would go to the bank with hundreds, 50s, and 20s. It was amazing. It was, or 1,500. It was 1,500. Sorry, 1,500 a day. And I think when I finally got down to it, it was like 600 baht, 500 baht was, and that included my 3 packs of cigarettes. And back then, I think they were 60 baht a pack. That included that and my food and a smoothie and coffee and, that kind of stuff. So, let's see what George is saying here. The big difference is you can live in Thailand on 30,000 a month. Plenty are doing. Yeah, it doesn't doubt me at all. I mean, where I'm at right now with all the, I still haven't got to the 60,000 baht. When I subtotaled it with the 4-day trip and extra food for the 2,000 baht for what I just talked about, it was 45,000 baht. And half of that, 7, which would have made it 38,000, was the trip once a month. So yeah, I don't. That doesn't surprise me at all, because I've got 8,000 budgeted in for a place to live. We're gonna rent the in-laws 2-bedroom Thai style, has an air conditioner, has a bed in it, fairly sparsely furnished. I think 4,500. So I mean, it depends on where you want to live and how you want to live. But you can also go out and find, here in Isan, you can find, I'm going to say 4,000, 4,500 for a studio or a 1-bedroom with an air conditioner, maybe 5. So damn near half what I've got budgeted in there. So that's what and I'll talk about that when I do the video too, that, if you're watching this, and maybe I'll put it in there. You can live, no air conditioner, 4,000 baht. Air conditioner, 5,000 baht. Fairly nice place, 8,000 baht. Closer to the water, whatever. If you're going to live in Isan, I think budgeting in 5,000 is plenty. I didn't see Jim's here. Jim's here. Hey, having breakfast with Uncle Craig. Wow. All right. Well, hello, everybody. Very cool. Very cool. I got to get out there one of these days. Glad to see you. I don't know if I've seen you before. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing well. I think everybody else from India. Pleased to meet you. Yeah, I'm not saying I would either. Like I said, it's all relative, right? On your what quality of life. Now, if you're saying I can come here for 30,000 baht and live a life, and not have to be sitting on the street begging for food and money as I would in the U.S. Because what is 30,000 at today's exchange rate? 30,000 divided by 32, $937. So where are you going to live in the United States for 900 for $1,000? Ain't going to happen. Not as far as I know, anyway. Unless you're on Medicare, getting supplements. That's a big thing about. That's what my biggest respect for the people in Thailand. Grandma's down there pulling grass, trying to make 20 baht to feed cows. There are people down there fishing. Are they fishing to sell? Yeah, whatever they can't eat to keep from starving. They go like this to the government, and the government gives them 500 baht, $15 a month. But in the United States, I think the people are born with their hand out. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Doesn't happen here, and I respect them for that. They go out and do whatever they need to do to make ends meet. But I know I could. I mean, I could come up with a budget for 30,000. Would it be the way that I wanted to live? Like you said, no, probably not. Would it be the way that I would live versus, being a scumbag in the U.S.? I'd rather be here. Jake said he's been welcome and been there. Thank you, Jake. Hey, Andrew, I didn't see you snuck in there. How you doing? Glad you could make it. But yeah, so I'll do that. I'm going to do it with my M3 that I hardly ever use, my mirrorless Canon, and do it outside, maybe with the pool as a backdrop or something. I don't know. Or maybe no, I got to do it here. I forgot. I'm going to have the stuff I'm going to bring up, so you guys are going to see my handwriting and stuff and my spelling. So rather than getting crucified by trolls, I'm going to have to check my spelling, or I'll be known as illiterate. Let's see. I think I'm caught up. Well, wow, an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, we got 24. It's about time to show the backyard concrete, so I'm not falling in a hole, and the drainage system. So here we go. Let's see, where are we? There it is. It's all the way. Let me back it up just a little bit. There we go. And so they're going to be doing this to the left on the side of the house, I think today, but I don't hear them. They might have taken today off. They did this concrete yesterday. Goes all the way around. So no mud, no nothing. 6-inch pipe down there. If you saw my video from before, you saw the 6-inch pipe in the hole, and there's 10 of those vaults down there, and goes all the way out to the street. It's awesome. Let's see. George kicking ass. How you doing? I love Thailand. It's in my name. Gotta love Thailand. UK government pension is around 35 baht per month. Plenty living in Thailand on that. Yeah, like I said, it depends on and if you're accustomed to not having very much income, it's not a far stretch to live in Thailand on $1,000. Like I said, is it the way that I would want to live? No. But I mean, some people don't have choices. I have a choice. I'm lucky. I'm not, some people aren't as lucky, but for them to go, wow, you mean I can eat out twice a week, and, I don't have to eat rice every day. And, maybe it looks, good to them. I don't know. I've never had to live, and I have had to live like that. But it was when I was young and running around and, but, I told you guys before about, buying tortillas and a can of bean and on the motorcycle and hitting refried beans and hitting the 7-Elevens and stuff like that, using all their microwave and condiments and hot sauce. And hell, A can of beans back then was like 12 cents, and tortillas were 10 cents. I don't know, for 30 cents, I could feed myself for 2 days back in the day. So I've been there, but wouldn't want to be there again. I had fun though, man. I could tell you some stories, but not on this channel. Andrew's sitting outside the AIS store in Serin Plaza, waiting for the missus. Cool. My wife won't like hearing that AIS. But let's see. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate it. But yeah, so I'm hoping to do that video. I'm not hoping. I'm going to do that video. I just got to, like I said, I got to get paper over there and make it look halfway presentable so I don't embarrass myself. Like, look, Dave can't spell. I can't spell. I'm the first one to admit it. But I will do it on the computer. And yeah, maybe I should do that and then print it up. I got to have a document or Word on here. That's a better idea. I'm glad I'm talking to myself. Another fragrance. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, we're a magnet. Quite a few actually. I saw them in the hospital when I went with my wife yesterday. Not a lot. I tell you what, when I saw the most was when they did the Pfizer, giving away the Pfizer shots free. Almost all, mostly from United States, England, and Australia. A couple of from France and this and the other thing, but I want to say there was 15 or 20 of us there waiting to get the free shot. I've been here about a year. Cool. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'd rather be with something like this really close to me, but everything else I've got is here. So and there goes the neighborhood. Yeah, I can call it Little America. I don't know if somebody already does that. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to stop there. I know going from Bangkok, leave it in the morning. If it's an 8.5 hour drive to Saratani, it's going to be hell trying to stop. We got to stop and eat, but I'll let Joe and them know when we're coming through. And maybe we set up something, maybe we don't. I'll leave it up to him. Maybe we'll just drive by there and say hello to everybody. I don't know. I'd like him to meet my wife. When I did that first interview, we were engaged. We were getting married. I think 2 days later, I got married or something. After I left that interview, excuse me, my nose is itching. And then I told Joe I want to come back, and he said, "Yeah, we'd love to meet your wife and all that." And I haven't done it yet. I think it's coming up on a year and a half now. I opened this channel for needy people, especially for the education purposes. You're welcome. Like I said, always check with the government on anything, visas and everything else, no matter where you hear it at on the web. Bobby loves Serin 1/3. Yeah, exactly. I can't wait for Bobby to get back. Well, I guess we'll go a couple hours. We'll go another 10 minutes, but a bit morbid, but 50% of us will get cancer. You'll have to cover the treatment bill somehow. Yeah, I'm lucky. I've got I got 1 or 2 deals. I'm covered by my wife has government insurance. So I'm pretty much covered on that. I think they cover 80 or 85% or something. It's a weird number because they pay the medications and stuff when I go. So I'm kind of lucky. But like I said, man, you got to have some kind of coverage. The biggest thing, if you're a single guy and you're coming here, you can just have something that covers you, here. If you get something devastating, like I go there and they say, yeah, you've got it, and you've got 6 months to live, and I'm a single guy and I have friends here, then I decide whether, because I'm not going to take any kind of treatment. It's not going to happen. After watching what they did to this one, no freaking way. So I'm, I'll decide whether I'm going to die here in Thailand or die there. If I don't have anybody to take care of me, which I do, I would probably go back and go on whatever Medicare. I have Medicare, so Medi-Cal. Go back and I paid it enough to the government. Let them take me through my final, days and burn me. Be done with it. But I don't have to make that decision. But it is something to consider. Mainly the insurances that I think most people have is if you fall down and break your leg, you break your arm, you break your jaw, you get poked in the eye, all that kind of crap. Maybe you're in the hospital a day or two. I don't think you're getting that insurance for major devastation of of you're going to die type stuff. I think most people keep, although even though like I'm thinking about Chuck in the back of my mind, and I know that Cara, they stopped hers and she got an extra 200. I think mine's $236 I pay for my Medi-Cal or Medicare, sorry, and I kept that there only for the simple reason that what happens if I do need to go back. In my particular instance, I'm more and more. I did talk to them, and again, talk to Social Security yourself because you might get a different answer than I got. That you can reinstate it. Might cost you a little bit of a penalty. You might have to wait a month or 2 months or 3 months, but you can reinstate it. So I might do it. I mean, $250 is $250. The only problem is I have to go to Social Security to do it. At least that's what I'm being told. I haven't really researched it enough for sure, and I probably should, but I'm going to be going to the States in the next 2 months. Regardless, I got to go back. My mom, by the way, is doing much better. My brother told me yesterday they have her on a different medication now, and she's doing much better. But I want to go back and see my mom and all that. And when I'm there, I'll make the decision because that's what I don't know. I mean, it's an extra trip somewhere for me, $250 a month. So anyway, I might do that. And if I do find out for sure that I can do it online, but I don't think I can. I was told no. Or somehow get verified that it is me and I want it out and all that, I will let you guys know how to do it. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. Let's see. I would highly recommend buying insurance in your home country if you can. More expensive normally, but you know what you're dealing with. Yeah, and I don't know. I guess travel, maybe, would travel insurance last forever, even if you're living here? I would imagine it would, as long as you're paying for it. And it might be an option if you're 70 also. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting close to that, but I don't have to worry about it because of my wife. Although it would be nice to have some other stuff out to see. Yeah, thanks, Scott. Yeah, she it was good. It was good news. Put a smile on my face. That's for sure. Sorry. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll let you know what I find out because I mean I don't know what is that. I don't have my phone on. I think mine was like 250 times 32. That's 8,000 baht. I mean, so if somebody's coming here, that might be another thing to figure because if that would be 1850 on the one that or 1852, 1852 plus 250. Now you're at 2102 times 32. Now you're at the 67,000 baht mark, which puts you into retirement visa monthly, what you need to bring in monthly. So might be something to think about. Like I said, you have to know your own deal. If you're single and here and you don't have, somebody here to take care of you or, whatever, I would seriously think about keeping your Medicare or whatever country you're in, whatever the equivalent of that is, just to make sure, if you get sick, you can go home and die. But hopefully we're not going to experience that. Let's see. Traveler's expense to what, to Serene? Travel insurance, is that what that is? Or expense? But I when I first started the Blue Shield, Blue Cross, or whatever I had, when I first went to Costa Rica and I was gone for 3 months, they would cover me 2 months of that time, 2 months traveler anywhere I went. So if I went for 2 months somewhere, I would have to pay for it out of pocket, but they would reimburse me 100% for everything, which was kind of cool. And even if I made a border run or something, I think I could have gotten an extra 2 months. I never did it. I never worried about it because I thought I was invincible until I came to Thailand and spent two months in ICU with a tube down my throat. I thought I was invincible, but no, guess what? I'm not. I'm just flesh and blood like anybody else, I guess. Can't stop bullets and stuff, although I wish I could. But let's see. Yeah, so I don't know. I would definitely check that out, but I would definitely have insurance here. It cost me 1,000,000 baht to not have insurance. For those 2 months in ICU and a month in a private room in the hospital, I was there for 3 months total, was 1,000,000 baht. Back then it was almost $32,000 US dollars. Hell, I could have bought a condo. I think I said that before too, in Rayong, next to Tom. But yeah, definitely got to have it. I have to figure see Santa's koi. I see. Okay. You're welcome here anytime you want, Ron. You can self-insure if you have 2 to 3 million baht. You can tuck it away. Can be a good option. Yeah, I've heard that kind of too. Or if you're 70, because I heard the premiums and stuff, or if they'll even insure you, are through the roof. So yeah, but definitely a good idea. Even if you're traveling here, like I said, you should have insurance. And like I said, check before you go crazy. Check with whoever's insuring you there, because I didn't know it until I checked with them. I'm going out of the country. Do I have to get this? Do you have special insurance for me? And they said, oh no, you're insured. I said, okay, for 2 months. So check with them in case you're coming on holiday for 2-3 weeks. You might be covered and not have to. Of course, I don't know about entry stuff on COVID and that kind of stuff. I don't know about that. You're going to want to keep up on that. But as far as I know, the restrictions are pretty much nil now coming to Thailand. Again, check with the cassette and all that. Gazette, sorry. Wonder what the young nomadic capitalists that work remotely do for. I don't know, to tell you the truth. I don't know what they would do. Probably nothing. I want to say most of them are probably younger and think that they're invincible, but it doesn't work that way. But I don't know. I don't know what they would do. A lot of people don't, luckily if you have parents that, you're going to college and stuff like that, I think I could keep insurance on my kids till they were, instead of 18, I think it was 23. If they were going to college, I could keep my insurance on them until they were 23. But I don't know about kids that take off. I know I never worried about it when I was young. I was like, insurance, what's that? Then I finally got hooked up in jobs and figured it out and figured I needed it and started having babies and stuff. So knew I needed it. So, but yeah, you do need it. Tony said, I already checked with my insurance. I'll pay out of pocket and be reimbursed within 48 hours. Yeah, that's the way it was with me. But they'd only do it for 2 months if you were out of the country. But still, that worked. It worked. At least I felt comfortable in Costa Rica for 2 months out of 3. Not that I changed the way that I was living there. But I didn't drink there then either. I never got drunk. I drank 2 margaritas a day, and as soon as I felt a little bit, I drank soda water or Diet Coke or whatever it was. So I didn't have to worry about doing anything too stupid while being intoxicated. All right, Jake, I might be gone by the time you get back. It's 2 hours and 1 minute. You can keep till 26. It might have been. I don't know, Scott. I'm trying to think. Um, you might be right. No, I think it was 23. But that's great that they kicked it up. If they did, maybe it was 26 all along. That's kind of a big. It's hard for kids now too, and especially in the U.S. to get car insurance. Just to drive a car. I mean, it damn near breaks somebody that was living paycheck to paycheck to have their 16-year-old, driving a Ninja, on the road. It cost a fortune. You can, let's see, you can live in Thailand entirely disconnected from the U.S. No U.S. address. Um, I don't know, to tell you the truth, Jay. I give the only thing that I've got sent that isn't paperless now. I think I've got everything paperless now, and I've informed everybody that I live in Thailand, and the ones that are important to me, I say, send me an email. Don't mail anything. Don't do anything. So I don't know. I don't know if the banks would require it. I know what I do. You do need is a uh, is a phone with a U.S. phone number to get your second verification on your banks to do any banking or anything like that. And I use T-Mobile. They at over 50, it's $50 a month, and that's free, unlimited texting and internet. The internet's real slow, and phone calls are like $1 a minute or something. But they offer. I did all my stuff in one day. 24 hours, you could pay $5, and I could call anywhere in the world for that 24 hours, and it cost me $5. So I'd call everybody I knew in the States, did all my business, everything. But I don't even do that anymore. But you have to be 50, and it's also good. You can also use it in 256 countries, and no, they don't pay me for advertising. Uh, you can use it in 256. And if you travel to Canada or Mexico a lot, phone calls are free also. It's quite a good deal. I've had it. I had Verizon for years and years, and then when I came here, I changed it to them, T-Mobile. Only international here. The doctors bill my insurance direct, but they bill the insurance in the States. I mean, I'm a little confused. Um, it changed with Obamacare. Okay, that makes sense because this was before Obamacare, obviously. I submit receipts via email and they won't direct deposit. Let's see. I submit receipts via email and they won't direct deposit my refund, so mail is slow. And direct deposit. I direct deposit mine into my Chase bank account. If I catch them, they give me one bot under whatever you get on the internet. So if it says right now that we're getting 32.7, I get 31.7. Anything, they charge me like $5 to transfer the money. If I do it on a Monday or Tuesday, I get it in 2 days, maybe one day. The only time it takes 3 days is when I do it on a Friday or a Saturday when it's over a weekend. I might not get it for 3 days. But if you do it on a Monday, good chances you'll have it Tuesday or Wednesday at the absolute latest. And I've never had a problem with Bangkok Bank or Chase. And I have mine's direct deposit on my Social Security and stuff. What did it sure did. Oh, sure, with Obamacare. Yeah, I don't know much about what it was all about. All right, it's been 2 hours and 6 minutes. I think I heard some rustling outside. I'm actually starting to get a little bit hungry. What time is it? 10:30. I want to thank everybody, the new people that subscribed. Thank you very much. The ones that came came and actually join the chat. That's awesome. Um, and only do that when you feel comfortable. Uh, but everybody's been great as usual. And you guys know the intro and the outros. Our Richards did for me of Richard Travel. Good guy. And I'm going to play the outro now. I'm going to go, and I'll see you in a couple of days. And I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. I'll catch you on the next one. See you.